Breaking developments in U.S. immigration policy are raising alarm. Under the Trump administration, enforcement actions have surged, now extending beyond undocumented individuals to include legal U.S. residents. Green card holders are increasingly being detained, interrogated, and in some cases, pressured to surrender their permanent resident status without having broken any laws. Two recent incidents have thrown this troubling trend into sharp relief. Fabian Schmidt, a 34-year-old German national and lawful permanent resident of the United States, was detained at Boston Logan International Airport after a brief trip abroad. Similarly, Indian green card holders, especially elderly individuals who spend long periods in India, are being flagged at U.S. airports and coerced into signing documents that forfeit their residency. Schmidt, an electrical engineer, landed in Boston on March 7, expecting to reunite with his family. Instead, he was pulled aside, questioned for hours, and taken into custody by Immigration and Customs Enforcement. He was later transferred to the Wyatt Detention Center in Rhode Island. His mother and partner were left in the dark, unaware of his whereabouts or the reasons behind his detention. Schmidt's mother, Astrid Sr., has lived in the U.S. since 2007 and became a legal resident with her son in 2008. Now she finds herself desperate for answers no one is willing to give. Immigration authorities have refused to share details, citing privacy regulations. His partner, Pavani Hodkins, had waited at the airport to welcome him home, only to find silence when he didn't appear. She finally discovered days later that Schmidt had been moved to a detention facility, but the reasons remain unclear. As the family scrambled to find legal support, Schmidt's case revealed a wider pattern of intensified scrutiny on green card holders. Immigration attorneys across the country are reporting a rise in clients being subjected to long interrogations, secondary inspections, and even overnight detentions at airports. Some are being pressured into signing forms that result in the voluntary surrender of their green cards, often without fully understanding what they're agreeing to. This aggressive enforcement marks a shift in the treatment of lawful permanent residents. Legal experts warn that those who travel frequently or spend extended time outside the U.S. are now at higher risk. Officers are using these absences as justification for alleging abandonment of residency, even though that determination is legally reserved for immigration judges. Kriya Uppity, an immigration attorney based in Seattle, emphasizes that green cards cannot be revoked at the border unless voluntarily surrendered. Many individuals, however, are intimidated into signing Form I-407, unaware that doing so forfeits their rights to contest the allegation in court. Schmidt's case also underscores a murky legal zone. His mother insists he has no current legal issues, only minor misdemeanors from nearly a decade ago that were resolved long ago. He's maintained a clean record since. Yet ICE has offered no explanation for his detention, sparking growing concern over a lack of transparency. The Trump administration's intensified border enforcement aims to remove individuals deemed in violation of immigration law. But increasingly, it's ensnaring people who have lived in the U.S. legally for years. Schmidt's detention has even drawn international attention, with the German embassy engaging with U.S. officials. Still, data protection laws prevent them from publicly disclosing details. Schmidt remains in detention. He can't contact his family. Legal proceedings ahead may determine whether he will remain in the country he's called home for over 15 years. Meanwhile, immigration lawyers are sounding the alarm. Legal residents, especially the elderly and frequent travelers, are being flagged at the border. Some return from long stays abroad only to be told they must give up their green cards or face deportation. Legally, green card holders can stay abroad for up to 1 year without losing status. But now, repeated or prolonged absences are being cited as evidence of abandonment. Snell Buttra, managing partner at NPZ Law Group, reminds everyone that only an immigration judge, not a border officer, can revoke a green card. But many are unaware of their rights. Language barriers, intimidation, and a lack of legal knowledge leave them vulnerable. As a result, people who followed every rule are being pressured into giving up the life they've built. Immigration advocates are calling for stronger legal safeguards and education campaigns to inform green card holders of their rights. The stakes are not just personal, they're economic and diplomatic. Businesses relying on skilled immigrants are growing uneasy. Families are being separated. Foreign governments are watching. If a legal permanent resident like Schmidt can be detained without clear cause, what does that signal about the future of immigration in America? Will more residents find themselves targeted? Will more families be torn apart? Schmidt's story may just be the beginning. His mother continues to search for answers. His partner and child wait, hoping for his safe return. And immigration advocates brace for a new era in U.S. policy, one where even those who followed the law may suddenly find themselves at risk of losing everything. The question remains, if this can happen to Fabian Schmidt, who's next?